think I'm down just shy of 15 pounds. So a good way to get protein in if you prefer a sweeter breakfast.
Maybe, okay, my next choice was text him.
Back home and we've got a little grocery haul. If you are craving something, just eat the damn thing. I would probably sit there and eat this entire bowl in one sitting. Hey guys, welcome to today's vlog slash what I eat in a day. It's been a little while since I've done one of these, so I figured why not. I'm starting off this morning with my coffee. I've been really into just having like an espresso over ice with some milk, so I'm gonna put that together. Get the Nespresso machine going. Just pop in a pod. I'm gonna use my arpeggio pod. For the frothed milk, I'm just gonna do the minimum milk needed in here, along with 2 scoops of my Vital Proteins collagen. This just gives me a hit of protein in my coffee. Get that all frothed up, and then I usually do a double shot of espresso. I'm just gonna do a little bit of ice at the bottom just to kind of help start getting things cool. For the base milk, I use this Planet Oat vanilla oat milk. I just like the depth of flavor that the oat milk adds, so I just do a little bit down at the bottom. Go in with the frothed milk, and then, as I know, I will spill. I've only ever successfully poured the espresso shot in without spilling maybe twice. But, oh, and there we go. But sometimes I don't have enough room, so I have to like sip it down. I really love these cups. They're so aesthetic, but they are so much smaller than I had anticipated. Then just a little bit more ice to make sure the whole thing is like nice and cool. And then of course, to a giant glass of water. Very important to stay hydrated. I drink so much water throughout the day. I'm like a fiend when it comes to water. I always want to be as hydrated as possible because, I mean, we all know the benefits are like endless to drinking enough water every day. So I always pour myself up a big cup, and then throughout the day I drink from a full gallon water bottle. I don't finish that gallon. I just kind of like have it because I know I'll keep drinking it throughout the day if I have it with me. But I know for my size, unless I'm going like crazy hard doing a double day or something, which I never do a double day at the gym, a gallon of water is probably on the higher end for me, if not too much. So I don't pressure myself to finish a full gallon, but I do just want to make sure that I'm, drinking water throughout the day. But for anybody who has been wondering, yes, I am still in a calorie deficit. I think I'm down just shy of 15 pounds. I think somewhere around 13 pounds. And I'm on the last 2 weeks of my calorie deficit. I'm about to reverse out here just because I want to take a break for a little while. I just want to eat at maintenance and see if I can bulk up certain areas. And also for Cabo, I didn't want to be in a deficit for Cabo. I mean, I kind of will be because I'll be in the middle of reversing out, but I will at least have more caloric freedom in Cabo if I start reversing out in the next couple weeks. So that is where I'm at right now if you've been following along. But I'm gonna drink my coffee and then I'll show you guys one of my favorite breakfasts that I've been making lately. So it's time for breakfast and I'm making myself a little yogurt bowl. So I have some berries prepped here, some blueberries, and then I cut up some strawberries. And then I like to also top off my yogurt with this granola. This is the kind Super Grains dark chocolate clusters. They have 10 grams of protein, so it's a great way to sneak in a couple extra grams of protein. I don't do the full serving. I do probably about a half serving of this. And then for my yogurt, this has been my favorite one. This is the Oikos 000 blended Greek yogurt. This is the vanilla one. I like this one because the macros are great. You get 17 grams of protein for a 1/3 cup, but for a yogurt bowl, I do a full cup, so I get a little bit more than that. But for my yogurt bowl, I do a full cup of yogurt. I think I'm actually just gonna finish this up because it's pretty low, so I definitely get more protein than that, which is fantastic for my first meal of the day to get in a good shot of protein. Like I said, I'm just probably gonna go ahead and finish up all of this yogurt. I mean, there's about a cup left, maybe even a little bit less actually, but I'm gonna scrape all of this and get as much of it as I can. So definitely a little bit under, so I'm just gonna have to adjust that in my tracker and probably just like add in a snack a little bit later to replace those calories and protein. But I'm just gonna pop in all of my berries here, and then the granola. My one like gripe with this granola is that a lot of it is like these big chunks, so you have to break them apart yourself. And then I always pair this granola with a slice of sourdough toast with butter. So I've been toasting up a slice while I was prepping it. Oh, that's hot. I eyeball about a half tablespoon of butter. And I actually share this with Spark. He gets like the bottom crust of it, so I try to keep the butter away from the bottom so that there isn't any butter on the parts I'm giving him. That is breakfast, just my little Greek yogurt bowl with berries and granola, and then my sourdough toast with butter. This is like one of my favorite go-to breakfasts. It's so quick and easy to make. The most prep you have to do is slicing the strawberries, but other than that, you are just throwing everything into a bowl. And when I do have a full cup of yogurt, this is like crazy high protein if that's something that you're tracking. So a good way to get protein in if you prefer a sweeter breakfast or you're just sick of like the typical protein packed breakfast. Like I was definitely getting sick of Canadian bacon, oatmeal, all of that stuff. So going with recipes using Greek yogurt like this one, and then you guys have also seen me do the Greek yogurt on top of protein waffles. Those kinds of breakfasts are definitely a nice departure from my typical breakfast, and I'm still getting pretty much the same macros that I was before. Just pulled in here at the mall because we gotta do a little return exchange. If you guys missed my last vlog, I got the Urban Decay lip bond. I did like a full wear test and review, although like I kind of fell off the wear test partway through the day, but I did it in my last vlog and I really love this formula. But this color safe word, it's way too light for me. The issue with this color range is that they only have 2 neutrals in the color range, and both neutrals are too light for me. This was the darker one of the neutrals. So, I mean, I'll go look at the selection, see if there's a different color that I might want, but I might return this. Either way, I'm getting rid of this color. I'm either going to exchange it or return it. But I'm hoping to exchange this is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I've been wanting this, and online was sold out of a bunch of colors, and I thought that tan would work for me because hello, but their tan is way too warm. It's like almost orangey. So I'm gonna see if I can exchange both of these. If not, we're just straight up returning. And then afterwards, I need to go to Target and the grocery store. Target because the yogurt that I use is only available at Target in my area. I cannot find it at the grocery store, so we're gonna stop there literally just for yogurt. But I honestly use that yogurt every single morning for my breakfast one way or another lately, whether I make it in a yogurt bowl, on top of the waffles, or in a smoothie. I'm constantly using it, so I need to get it. Like, I can't be without it. And then I need to do just a small grocery run just to refill this on some stuff this week. Trevor's actually leaving for Arizona later in the week, so I actually have the house to myself this weekend. That's gonna be a fun weekend vlog. I am seeing Michelle. We were hoping to be able to do a pool day, but her pool has been closed for maintenance for like 2 weeks. We're keeping our fingers crossed that they'll reopen, but I just would love to get to a pool. Don't get me wrong, I love living by the beach. It's really nice to be able to just like drive over to the beach, but that's the thing, like I have to drive. It's like a whole setup, you know, I have to get the towels and everything, and I don't hate sand, but it would be nice sometime to, you know, go chill by the water without having to deal by sand. So hopefully we can go to the pool. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But yeah, okay, I need to get inside. Let's go into Sephora, hope that they have what I need, and then we will go get some groceries. So here's the lip balms. I was thinking, wait, do I have PDA? No, I have Safe Word, which they don't even have here, which is fine. Oh wait, no, that's Safe Word. That one didn't work. Okay. I wanted PDA, damn. Maybe, okay, my next choice was text him. Well, that sucks. Yeah, these are all a no. Damn. Dang it. So we struck out on all fronts. That kind of sucked. In the Urban Decay lip bond, that color range is really not the best color range, and of course the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter is sold out in most colors. Just so annoying. But anyways, let's go do some grocery shopping, and I'll give you guys a little grocery haul, and then also make lunch because I am starving. I worked out and I have to run like errands for an hour before I can eat, so I am gonna be ravenous by the time I get home. Back home, and we've got a little grocery haul. So this is just like a refill trip. This isn't like a full grocery trip, like if we were stocking up for like everything that we need. Spartacus is drinking water, sorry. But this is just stuff that we might have missed on our last run, or just stuff that's perishable that we do have to restock every single week. So I got a couple containers of strawberries. We go through this really fast. Both Trevor and I eat strawberries. You guys know I use them in my breakfasts. I also got a small carton of blueberries because we still have a little bit left of the other ones. So I just got a small one for right now. I also got a box of shredded rotisserie chicken. This is a staple for me. I will just randomly throw it into recipes to just beef up the protein and stuff. I'm actually gonna have some of this in a second here. Then this is for Trevor. He loves this Blasto butter popcorn. He said that's the best at-home popcorn that he's ever had, like microwave popcorn. So if you guys are into popcorn, try this one out. It was on sale, so I grabbed 2 because he goes through this so fast. And then I got the mint Yasuo bars. I love Yasuo bars. I took them out because I don't want them to melt. They're already in the freezer, but I absolutely love these. I have one pretty much every single night whenever I'm on a cut because I always want to have dessert. So this is just 100 calories and I get a little bit of protein. I think there's about 6 grams of protein in this. So I get a little bit more bang for my buck than if I were to do a scoop of ice cream, though I will do a scoop of ice cream even on a cut if I want to, because if I'm craving it, I'm gonna eat it and I'm just gonna make it work. And then these 2 are for Spartacus, just some ground beef, and then I get him the frozen vegetables just so that I can kind of like stock up on it and then cook it out whenever I need it. Then these cucumbers are for my dinner tonight. I'm gonna do a pan-fried tofu, and on the side I wanted to do some Asian pickled cucumbers. I just wanted to get like one long cucumber, but they didn't have any, so this is literally all they had. So I've got extra cucumbers, which is fine because cucumbers are actually like one of my favorite vegetables. I'll even just like snack on it. And then back here I got some sourdough for my toast in the mornings. This huge thing of soy sauce, because this was the only Kikkoman soy sauce that they had in the store, because I don't like the generic soy sauce. I mean, Kikkoman itself is like okay, but I'm not gonna stop by the Asian grocery store just to get the really good one, so the Kikkoman one will do for now. I also got some rice vinegar to pickle the cucumbers, some roasted sesame seeds. I love this for anytime I'm making any type of stir fry or something. Using sesame seeds in it is like my favorite. I also got some sesame oil. This was on sale. I think we have sesame oil, but I wasn't sure, so I figured better safe than sorry. And then this is new. This is the Dave's Killer Bread 21 whole grains and seeds burger buns. I got the Boca patties. They're like vegan chicken patties, which I'm gonna have today. So I wanted some buns for that. And then you guys already know the Oikos 000 blended Greek yogurt. I went ahead and I just got 2 because clearly I go through this so fast. And then this last one was because I have been mad craving some just like microwave mac and cheese. We were watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood last night, and it was the scene where Brad Pitt was making his dog food and making himself food, and he was having some Kraft mac and cheese, and I just like, I was craving it so fucking hard. So I went and I got this one. I actually genuinely prefer the taste of Annie's to the Kraft one. So it kind of worked out because they didn't have any of like the individual cup servings of the Kraft ones. So I was gonna have to go with Annie's instead, but that just kind of worked out. I will say though, like on that note, you guys, I don't care if you're on a cut. If you are craving something, just eat the damn thing. Eat the damn ice cream, eat the damn mac and cheese. Don't try to like eat the healthier version of it, or think that if you just like have a little bit of like low fat cheese with like a cracker that it'll satisfy your mac and cheese craving or whatever. No, just eat the damn thing. Work it into your day, your nutrition plan, either for that day, just adjust the rest of your day, or adjust your next day. It's fine. Eat the damn real food. And especially that way too, you'll learn how to work those foods that you love into your diet, into your nutrition plan, so that you're going to be a lot more sustainable. So that's my little nutrition rant. I'm not a nutritionist, I will say that first off the bat, but I can tell you that that is an attitude that I've adopted from a lot of very reputable nutritionists, is just to fucking eat the damn food. There's no bad food. You can work stuff into your diet or nutrition plan, unless it's something that literally causes you distress, like if you truly have celiac disease or something, or like you are severely lactose intolerant. Like in those circumstances, of course, avoid those foods. Or if you just don't like the food, don't eat it. But like those are like really the only circumstances where I would be like, don't eat that. Otherwise, eat the mac and cheese, eat the ice cream, eat whatever the fuck you want to eat. Like I said, just have a plan and work it into it and you'll be fine. So I'm gonna put all of this away. I actually, so instead of having like I usually have a big lunch, but instead of that, I'm gonna do 2 small meals because my dinner is gonna take a long time to prep. So I'm just gonna kind of like split up my lunch into 2 little snacky type meals to keep me going until dinner is finally ready. So I'm gonna have one of these Annie mac and cheeses, and I'm probably gonna have about 3 ounces of this chicken. So here's my post-workout meal. I've got my mac and cheese that smells so good. I'm so excited for it. And then about 3 ounces of chicken. This is just the smallest dish I could find to put it in. If you guys are ever curious, 3 ounces of chicken is about the size of your palm, so that's like a good way to measure it if you're like a beginner at stuff like that. But I did also want to note, when I had said just like a few seconds ago to adjust your meal plan if you like want to eat a fun food, please note that I said adjust your meal plan and not your exercise plan. I cannot stand the whole rhetoric of, oh my god, I ate some ice cream, I need to go on a run tomorrow. Do not do that to yourself, because when you do that, you are essentially using exercise as a punishment for eating a bad food, which there's no bad foods. So you're essentially creating a negative relationship both with food and with exercise when you do that. Exercise is not a punishment, so do not use it as that. Like I said, adjust your meal plan and not your exercise plan. But I'm gonna eat this because I have been, like I said, I've been craving this so hard since last night. Wow. That hits the spot. Prepping dinner, I went a little hard with the cucumbers. I didn't realize it was gonna be this much, but that's fine because I fucking love Asian pickled cucumbers. I would probably sit there and eat this entire bowl in one sitting, which is fine. This one is like a great high volume, low calorie, kind of like a snack or side for your meal. I also just like clearly love cucumbers. But truly, when it comes to a calorie deficit, that is the name of the game. It is not physically eating as little as possible. It is eating as much food as you possibly can within your calorie deficit range. So you're not trying to only eat like 3 bites throughout the day. No, you're trying to eat as much food as possible. So supplementing your meals with food that is like low calorie but high volume is honestly going to change the game when it comes to a calorie deficit. Like a calorie deficit is going to feel easy, or at least easier than before once you understand that. And it's like simple things, like if you're gonna have a rice bowl, maybe cut the rice portion down by 1/3 or 1/4 and supplement in more veggies or something like that. So anyways, like I said, I could literally eat this whole bowl in one sitting. It didn't mean to go this hard, but it's totally fine because now I can snack on this if I want to. But to pickle it, I'm just gonna be using some rice vinegar, and I want to try to cover up all of the cucumbers. That's why I bought one. I knew that this one was not going to be enough. I cut up a lot, so I think I'm only going to try to like force myself to maybe go to about here, and then I'm just going to periodically stir it or shake it. And in my opinion, this is always better when it's been sitting longer. Like the longer it sits, the better it gets, but minimum you want it to sit for at least an hour. And then, oh, I did not need to buy that giant soy sauce. I have a lot left. But I'm just gonna do, oh, this is new even. Whoops. Anyways, I'm just gonna do some soy sauce in here. Gives it a little bit more depth in the flavor. Then I like to top it off with sesame seeds. I just opened this, so I just left the top open because I like a lot. Just gonna carefully mix it all up. I don't have a lot of room in this bowl. Like I said, I went a little bit too hard with all the cucumbers. But I'm gonna let this all marinate until I'm ready for dinner. So getting my little second midday meal, or kind of midday, I mean it's 7 o'clock, but I'm getting that meal underway. I just toasted up the bun, the Dave's Killer bun. I have the Boca chicken patty. This is not the spicy one because we know I can't handle spice. And for a little extra added protein, we got 2 of these lucerne. These are the thin slices. I like doing the thin slices because, like, especially when you're on calorie deficit, you can kind of, you know, scale down if you need to. And then top here, and then I'm actually gonna go ahead and toast this all together just to get the cheese to melt a little bit, just for a couple minutes, not anything too crazy, just enough, like I said, so that the cheese starts getting soft. In the meantime, I'm just prepping some rice. I'm doing a lot because I'm actually gonna share it with Spartacus. I'm just rinsing out the rice. I'm literally gonna repeat this until this water
I don't know if you guys can see, but until the water starts running clear. It usually, it usually takes about like 5 to 7 times, just kind of depends. But basically I keep rinsing it until it's no longer cloudy. All right, and the sandwich is ready. I'm excited to try the boca patty, but I am going to let this cool for a second while I finish washing my rice before I try it. Water has started running clear, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up. So I don't use measurements because I was raised Asian, obviously, so I do it the Asian way. Let me put this on a flat surface. I realize I've never actually made rice for you guys on here. Basically what you want to do is take your middle finger and stick it in the rice, and you want the water to come up to that first line right here, which is perfectly where it's at. My finger right here is resting on the top of the rice, and you guys can see the water's coming up to that line. That's gonna be perfect every time. And also, I know it might seem like extra to wash my rice, but it makes a world of a difference. The rice just comes out so much crisper and it's less starchy. So if you've never washed your rice, I highly recommend doing it. But I'll go ahead and get this in the rice cooker. Yes, we have a rice cooker. If you were wondering what my ethnicity was before, I'm Filipino, I'm Asian. This is a staple for me. And just let it cook. I'm cooking the rice early, and I'm just gonna leave it in here on warm because Spartacus needs rice for his dinner. I'm trying out the boga patty since this is fine and cooled. Oh, good. And this bread's actually pretty good. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out because the Dave's Killer bread, like the loaf, that's all right to me. I prefer Ezekiel bread, but the burger bun's really good. Change of plans. Actually, I do not feel like prepping tofu tonight. It's just such a long process. So instead of doing like the tofu and shrimp bowl that I was gonna do tonight, I'm gonna do teriyaki chicken over rice. Still with the cucumbers that we had earlier, but I think I'm just gonna take some of the pre-made rotisserie chicken, shred it up even more, and crisp it up in a pan. It's just gonna be a lot easier on myself. So once the rice has finished cooking, I'm gonna start throwing everything together for the chicken because it should take only like 5 minutes or so. Okay, so this dinner keeps evolving tonight, but I decided to actually fry up the rice. So I use half the pan to do that, just some sesame oil, soy sauce, and then garlic. And then on this side, I have the chicken, which I just did sesame oil again and garlic, but for this one I used the teriyaki sauce, and I'm just going to top off both with some roasted sesame seeds, and then should be good to go. So here's dinner. I've got the teriyaki chicken on one side and then the fried rice on the other, and then I scooped up a huge bowl of the pickled Asian cucumbers. They're so good. Like I said, I could have eaten the whole thing, but we're gonna portion it out and save it so that I can have it with my meals over the next few days. But I'm very excited. It looks super good, and it's really high protein because of that chicken. Grabbing my dessert. So Yasuo bar. So these are actually Greek yogurt bars, which is why they've got some protein in them. But I love the mint flavor because the chocolate chips they use in this are so good. Here's what the bar looks like. Really, really good. If you're looking for a dessert where you can get a little protein kick, this is a good one. All right, all. I'm calling it a day on this vlog and what I eat in a day. I hope you guys enjoyed spending the day with me, and I'll see you guys soon again in my next video.